Hi everybody, this is Scott Harmer. I'm with Sportsland here in Salt Lake City. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new 2020 Nexus Wraith 32W. Now this is a Super C. Generally when you think about a Super C, the differences is our regular C will usually have a gas engine where a Super C is generally a diesel. This is every bit of a diesel. Some of the different things about Nexus and how they make a trailer is this is actually high strength, low alloy steel cage construction. A lot of your trailers, a lot of your coaches will have steel up front and then just aluminum throughout. You can kind of see it's a little bit wobbly. The benefit of having an actual steel cage construction, it's 32% stronger than an aluminum cage construction. It just really, it's safer for your families if there's ever an accident, whatever the case. A steel cage construction, Nexus is the only one in the marketplace doing it. How this thing is constructed, just to kind of go through some stuff, your interior wall is an Asdil. It's a material, it's a composite. There's no wood in the trailer whatsoever. It's just a phenomenal product. Encased in that steel, you've got brick foam insulation. Then you've got another layer of Asdil on the outside. Then you've got this nice, beautiful 4-color Sherwin-Williams paint. I mean, that's an automotive paint. It's gonna stay looking like this 10, 20 years down the road. It's not made any better than that. All that is combined and it's vacuum bonded together. That's the best lamination process you can get, so you don't have any risk of your delamination or imperfections, stuff like that. All that stuff is combined and vacuum bonded, suck the air out. That's the best lamination process that you can get. Going through its chassis, it's built on a 24,500 pound chassis. So a lot of misconception in the motorhome world is you want it to be light because it drives easier. That's absolutely not the case. The heavier the chassis is, the more solid it is, the better it drives down the road. You don't get any kind of weighing back and forth. So a 24,500 pound chassis is brilliant. 22.5-inch tires. I mean, this thing is really made to handle the road. Coming up front, take a look, you've got a nice big awning LED lights that kind of covers your whole front campsite here. It's a beautiful, beautiful front. Something that they do a little bit different too, big rear view mirrors like this is something that you would see in a really high-end Class A motorhome, definitely not a Super C, so that's nice to see those. The ease of looking behind from the drivers is just really, really, really awesome. Nice, easy, accessible into the cab of a coach. You've got power seats, up, down, forward, back. Coming across the front, I mean, there's a really great way to take a look at that tire. 22.5-inch. That is a much bigger tire. Usually on something like this, you'll see a 19.5 or even lower on that. That really adds to the beautiful ride. Looking at the front, the difference between a nice trailer and a really nice coach is you've got an actual molded front fiberglass cap. That's kind of where the abuse of a coach gets as it's going down the road. So for the wind, the leaks, anything, it just wraps around so there's no risk of any of that to happen. Big, huge Super C, pretty easy to flip that up. It's on a spring on the front, so it's really easy to open up. This is the Cummins 300 horsepower engine. It's got 660 foot-pounds of torque. It's also built on the Allison 2500 transmission. This is what gets you the 10,000 pound towing capacity that this guy's got. Not only that, but having that open up like that, it's really easily accessible to all your working parts. If you ever need any maintenance or anything on it, it's really easy to get into. It's just an absolute beautiful, beautiful piece. Comes down just as easy. And in your front, you've actually got rear view cameras on the sides. That's kind of nice too, because not only that, you don't have to look in your mirrors or whatever, it's right on the dash that comes out, be able to see. Those are activated by when you turn your turn signals on, you'll get the side view cameras. Here in Salt Lake, we get some pretty cold weather, so it's really nice that you've got a heater, the plug-in right there. Usually on a lot of these, it's actually on the front and it's a cord you have to unwind and plug in. Nice that they've molded that right in there. Here you've got your diesel exhaust fluid. It's a really nice place to get to, easily accessible. Love those big slam latch doors. Across the front, you'll see this is pretty unique. This is an actual galvanized steel compartment with a rubber flooring on it. I mean, that is just as solid as you can get. Really big, spacious compartments. This particular coach has the option of an 8,000 cubic or 8,000 Onan generator from Cummins. Generally, you'll see a 6,000. We've added a few extra things to this coach that you'll see as kind of we go through this video as well, but that's enough power to power the entire coach. Next in our compartments, if you'll actually see, that is a pass-through storage. That is absolutely unbelievable on a Super C chassis. They've done that with that to make it nice and easy for your storage. Again, galvanized steel, rubber matting. In the back here, you've got a really convenient open dump station. It's got enough compartment space in it for rubber gloves or anything like that that you need to keep your hoses. You've got 43 gallons of black, 43 gallons of gray, kind of enough, sizable to get you out for longer. A hot and cold shower here, and then you've got everything kind of one same place. You've got your fill for your water tank. You've got 75 gallons of water on this coach, and you've got your winterizing station stuff there too. 50 amp service because you've got 2 air conditioners in here. 50 amp service, and that's your inverter system here. Really, again, just a nice big open storage area. You've got a nice actual galvanized steel bumper. That's a lot better than a lot of your trailers because a lot of times if somebody's behind you, if somebody rears you or whatever, you're actually gonna hit the back wall of a coach. To have a bumper, that's really a much better system. LED lights on your markers in case it's foggy or rainy. You can still see really good. Coming across the top, you'll notice, like the front cap, it's got the back eyebrow that's wrapped around the top too. So no leaks or squeaks can go through there. On your rear view mirror, or your rear view camera, you'll notice it actually is adjustable too. So you can adjust whether you want to see the hitch. If you've got a close trailer, a big long boat in the back, you can actually change your viewpoint there, which is really nice. Really nice ladder going up to an actual fiberglass roof. That's a little bit better, a little nicer than you can see. A fiberglass roof carries a 10-year warranty. A lot of times you'll see like a rubber membrane or a TPO. This is actually a fully walkable fiberglass roof. Again, you'll see your 10,000 pound hitch right here. You're also wired for 7-way or a flat 4, depending on what you're towing behind you. It's nice that they've put that in there so you don't have to mess with little adapters and stuff like that. Again, Nexus really just doing everything they can to make it easy on the consumer. Again, just massive pass-through storage. All the way through. You've got a 20-gallon propane tank in here. That's nice because it gives you enough propane to really get out and stay out for as long as you want. You even got a nice entertainment system for outside for tailgating. You've got a 6-gallon hot water heater with a 12 recovery. So you actually have an 18-gallon hot water until it starts to run cold. And then your Suburban furnace, it's got a 40,000 BTU furnace on it. And the nice thing about these is you actually have one intake and one outtake. So it breathes a lot easier, whereas a lot of stuff you'll see actually has just a single where it's coming in and out of the same hole. It's a much more efficient way to do that. Beautiful grab handle coming into the coach. As you walk in right away, you see a lot of things that really make sense. It's your first touch, your solar control center, your battery disconnect right here. So you can turn your lights on right when you enter the coach. You've also got your equalizer system. This is a leveling system that's all hydraulic. One button hydraulics, pushes everything, levels everything out. Auto retract does everything. You can also do it individually from the different buttons, but it's a really easy, user-friendly piece right here. Over here looking at this, the ducting on this coach is a lot different than most of the stuff too. We'll go into the AC in just a minute, but all of your ducting for your heating is in the sidewalls. It's not in the floor, keeping the floor of your unit intact and a lot more structurally solid. Coming in here, let's go right up to the helm. You'll also notice too how easy it is just to get right into here from the house station. Obviously you've got your doors, which are easy to get into from in and out, but everything is ergonomically right at your finger touch. I mean, from the locks to the windows, the cruise control, even your blinkers, power seats back and forth, your transmission, your e-brake, down to your air conditioner, everything is just right here. This is a big, massive coach, but it really feels nice and light. Also, you've got an emergency start. This is kind of a neat deal. If you've lost your house system or your chassis system, by pushing that button together for 5 seconds, it banks everything together. So you can either start your generator or your engine, leaving, never leaving you stranded. This Pioneer system is not only your stereo system, but a screen actually pops up and out. That's your rear view camera. That's also everything where you can see your side view mirrors pops up, and it's got a nice big beautiful screen on there as well. You've got a lot of storage up here, whether it's sunglasses or maps or garage door openers. Your Bluetooth speakers right here, so you can talk, not hands-free, not have to worry about anything like that. But again, just a really comfortable feel for such a big coach. Nice big window, so you can see everything nicely out here. Those mirrors are just really absolutely, things you wouldn't see in a Super C. That's like a big Class A motorhome feel. And again, really easy to go from the coach to the house. They do that by this big, huge cutout construction here. It gives you a nice bed up top. You do have an option to have this as a TV with the cabinets on the side for an entertainment center. We kind of made this one a little more kid-friendly for an extra sleeping area. Coming across here, you've got a nice Jensen stereo TV system, swings around and stuff like that. But your first cabinet right here is pretty neat. Having that open, this is where all your controls are, where you can put a DVD player or any electronics that you want. Shut that, kind of get it hidden away nicely, but still have remote controls that'll go through that and control all your system here. And a nice little chair here, another place to sit just to give you another spot. Nice, just little additions like that. Coming into the galley, you've got a countertop extension, which is nice for extra prep. One piece, big, solid surface, stainless steel sink. You've got a high-rise faucet with a spray nozzle, really residential. That's actually a metal sink. Cabinets are great. All your shelves are adjustable, so you can pick what heights you want. Your cabinets are real hardwood. They're screwed and glued together, not just kind of stapled like you'll see in a lot of other coaches. Oversized convection microwave, doubles as a microwave and a convection oven. And then also you've got an oven that you can work off of the propane as well. 3-burner stove top with a nice backsplash, but doubles as your countertop when it's down. Beautiful backsplash going across there. Again, just more cabinets and drawers on metal ball bearings. Really good use of space there. You've got a residential refrigerator here. It's nice to have a bigger size fridge with a huge freezer. This is a nice system on here. We've actually got solar on this particular unit. So between the solar and the inverter and this, it kind of solves the world's energy crisis as far as keeping your stuff going. Obviously having that 8,000 pound generator is a nice addition as well. Really big, again, pantry, all adjustable, user-friendly stuff. Coming into the bedroom, let's first and foremost take a look at the shower. This is a one-piece molded shower. You've got a really nice residential style. Everything is, one piece done, just a lot nicer than the typical, no leaks and stuff over the years. Pretty amazing to have this much storage in a unit as well. Twin vanities here. If you are able to have his and hers, if not in my place, it would be hers and some of mine. But just big, nice, huge compartments for your wardrobe. Then you've got a bank of 7 drawers. Huge, big, deep drawers. Big enough to hold anything you could ever need to bring with you. Queen size walk around bed. It's actually walk around on both sides. You'll notice you've got nice big windows coming across the back. All of these windows open up. It gives you really good ventilation, and again, just more storage everywhere you can look. It's nice. It's on a gas ram. It's hooked up. Your exit window, nice and big. It's always nice if you need to escape, but it actually is big and gives you that big feeling if you've got a lake or something behind you. It's just a nice big open feeling in here that's, you've got really good ventilation. Speaking of air conditioning, again with Nexus, what they do with their air conditioning that makes them a little bit different is this is an actual residential style AC. It's an HVAC system that's actually got aluminum ducting going through the entire coach. The benefit to that is that you don't have, your cold stays cold, but it goes from here to where the ports are to coming out. You've got where you can just do a complete fresh dump and have it open up here. But when it's going through those ducts, condensation is a bad thing. It doesn't get into your roof. This is just the best residential system that there is, coming out of all your directional ports that you can, aim, turn on and off, and really section off where you need it to be. You've got LED lights not only inside but outside throughout the entire coach. It's hard to kind of wrap your head around the fact that it really doesn't matter whether your lights are on or off anymore, but it really doesn't matter. They just don't use enough, enough power, so that's a huge benefit. Coming into the second part of the split bathroom, we do this because it needs to be done, but there's actual nice room. There's space in here to get your business done. You're not cramped, you're not knees up in your chest. Again, you've got good storage in here, seamless countertops with a stainless steel sink, even in the bathroom. A lot of coaches will really, cut the corners when it comes down to secondary placement like this. You've got some good cabinets down here, but again, his and her medicine cabinet, or hers and some of yours. You've got a nice vent up here with a fan. Really, really great sized bathroom. User friendly. Coming across into the secondary slide, you've got a nice big window here, which gives you a big open feeling, but look at the cabinets. You've got 6 huge, enormous cabinets. Again, all of your doors, gas rams, so they're easy to open and close. They stay open. All of your hardwood, it's screwed and glued, like I said, so it doesn't creak and stuff like that over time. Really comfortable sofas. These are obviously your seatbelt sofas, recliners that come out. Then you've got something smart like this. You've got a nice storage compartment in here. It's all nice, really, wood throughout the whole way around, but it's also lockable. So you can keep valuables in here. If you're hunting, that's a good place for guns and stuff like that. This drops down to a dinette into a bed again. You unlock that. All you have to do is just drop that down. Your cushions go on the side, turn that into a bed. Pops back up, again, flip that around. That's an easy way to do that. So I think kind of in wrapping up, you get a big, huge Class C Super C like this. You've got a 300 horsepower engine with 660 foot-pounds of torque, Allison 2500 transmission. It's just big, massive, with a 10,000 pound towing capacity. These are things that you want in a big Super C, but then you come inside and see the elegance of it. It's really unmatched of anything, in its price zone. Again, I'm Scott Harmer with Sportsland. Come on down and take a look at us.